I need more books. Hi everyone, my name is Carrie and welcome to my book haul. Now, I went to Barnes & Noble today, a little bit after opening, so let me show you the books that I got. I got Hidden Pictures. This looked really interesting. It's by Jason Rekulik? I am so sorry. I'm not pronouncing your name right, Jason. This had a very interesting premise. It's about a girl named Mallory who is fresh out of rehab and she babysits this 5-year-old son, or this 5-year-old kid of, I think her neighbors, or actually no, I don't know. She just gets a job as a nanny and this kid like goes everywhere with a sketchbook. But then he starts like drawing some really freaky stuff and Mallory's like, hold on, why does this look like you're drawing a murder scene? So that's why I picked this up. I thought it was interesting. I haven't seen anyone talk about this. So yeah. And then I got The Hidden by Melanie Golding. And I picked this one up because I was like, oh, it's got like ocean on the cover. It's got seaweed. And you read about it and it seems like a murder mystery or like just mystery in itself, but it brought up selkies. And selkie is an Irish folklore and it's really cool if you look that up. It's like mermaids that are transformed into seals. Well, they are seals, but they like shed their skin so they become humans. They walk on land and there's this whole thing with if a man hides the shedded skin of a selkie, then that mermaid, that woman, cannot go back into the water until she finds her selkie skin. And so that's kind of what this premise is about. So I thought that was very interesting. And that's all the books I got at Barnes & Noble today. Goodbye. Thanks for watching. I have a bunch of books that I need to read this summer. Like, I have so many books. Like, I have a lot of books. Okay, so I made a little TBR jar, very cute, and you know, I was so excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's just gonna, like, one of the books that I wrote, like, in the jar, like one of the series, because if I pull out a book series, then I read that series. That's my rule. So I'm like, looking at all these books. I have The Summer I Turned Pretty because I kind of think the show is a little cringy at times, most times, and I got so many good thrillers in here. I can't wait. I was so excited. And what do I pick but a reread from middle school that I put in just because I have the whole series. It's called Dorothy Must Die by Danielle Page and I'm still on book 1. So this is my June TBR list video and not what I read in May because it's a cool premise, okay? It's a really cool premise. I mean, it kind of does have like the you are the one to stop Dorothy, because like the whole premise is like Dorothy comes back or like had gone back to Oz, took it over, now it's apocalyptic. And that was cool because like the main character has to steal like Scarecrow's brain, the Tin Man's heart, and the Lion's courage. And I was like, wow, like reading that in middle school, I was like, wow, I'm not like other girls too. This is so cool. No, but the premise is cool and honestly, I can't remember a lot from it, so that's why I decided to reread it. I'll let y'all know if I just DNF'd it and then just went on with it. But yeah, so anyways, all of these books I bought last summer when I was sad. That's all you need to know. So starting off, like I said, I have the Summer I Turned Pretty series. I have all 3 books. Woo! And I watched To All the Boys I Loved Before, the movie, never read the book, with my best friend. And I just didn't, it just wasn't my favorite. Wasn't my favorite. No hate to the actors, you know, they didn't write the script. It just, you know what, I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there because I'm gonna be brutal sometimes. I can be very brutal. about some things. So yeah. Next is my girl Holly Jackson. I love her, and I love her series, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. My opinion, the third book fell kind of flat. Like, at the end. I could go on about that, but like, if you know, you know. But, and when I mean fell flat, specifically I mean like, you had Pip and Ravi do all of that in the third book, towards the end. I'd be traumatized. But they really just brushed it off low-key. At Ravi, more so in my opinion. That was like the one thing I'm gonna say about that. But if you decide to read the book, that's a little bit of a hint, so, or maybe a spoiler, my bad. But yeah, excited about this. I think my mom got me this book for Christmas, but really excited. I think it's about a road trip or something. Yep, they're on a road trip, and the main character's name is Red. Okay. So there's that, because A Good Girl's Guide to Murder did literally, like, with its 2 plot twists, slap me, like, back and forth, and I was like, whoa. Like, the first one, so good. Not gonna lie though, I do get an honest opinion from my best friend who's reading it, and she's like, why is the main character, why is Pippa, like, literally, like, diving into this family's past of their dead son and her love interest brother who, like, she goes, that's so inappropriate, and to do it for school. Yeah, I was more into the mystery at that time. I didn't. Anyways, next I have Anya Gray's Beasts of Prey. I heard so many amazing things about this book from TikTok, but honestly, it seems promising. Like, it seems, what's more than promising? It seems so much more than promising. The cover is gorgeous. I've never even, like, read the back of it, you know? Like, look at this! And great praises, too. Sold. And that's honestly how low my bar is for books these days, kinda. But, yeah, ooh, and it's got a nice character name. La Casa? I'm gonna have to look that up. That is, ooh, I love it. There's a quote that reminded me right now. It's like, I'm not gonna say it word for word, and not because I won't, because I can't, but it's like, choose a name that'll make others command their tongue to say it right or, like, pronounce it right. And I was like, ooh, that's nice. So, yes, I am very excited to read this. I really had hoped I had picked it out of my TBR jar, but no. Of this, I started reading, like, 2 chapters towards the end of my college year this year for school. But then I was like, you know what, I got a whole summer to read. And I feel like just getting far into this and then dropping it, you know, didn't seem fair. That's when I made my TBR jar. But yes, Legend Born. So I only know what happens in the first, 2-3 chapters. But love the premise. This character is so cute. Oh my god. Like, the cover is badass. Like, I know her mom has something to do with the magic. I know that. Not because I heard anything, because by reading, I know. Like, I'm like, why is it called Legend Born? That's so cool. I don't know. That's such a cool. It's like Beast of Prey. Next, we have a book I found off TikTok again. It's called See You Yesterday. And this is by Rachel Lynn Solomon. And I think, if I'm right, this is about, like, a time loop. Yep, it is about a time loop, and she finds someone else who's stuck in a time loop. But this is at college, by the way. She's a college student, and it says, like, what did she do? She, like, accidentally sets a frat house on fire, and she does, like, so much other crap on the date of September 21st. Like, everything goes wrong. And so she's like, oh, great, this is it, you know, whatever. Then she wakes up the next day and it seems to start over again. But she finds a boy, Miles, who is also stuck in a time loop, and so they're gonna help each other get out of it. This is See You Yesterday. Very excited to read this. It seems cute, witty, you know. I like the cover, you know, it's like simplistic, but I'm not gonna lie, when I was at Barnes & Noble today, there were just a lot of, like, simplistic covers that just, it didn't make me want to read the book. And I'm realizing too, and I'm so glad some people are saying this, I'm so over the cartoony like book covers, like where it looks like it could be a webcomic. And let me just say, if you have art that you're probably like, oh my gosh, it could be a book cover, or I don't know, that is not a hit against you. And if you've done artwork for that, great, get your bag. That's awesome. Me, however, I just do not like that. And a lot of the books that have cartoony covers apparently are not good books, I've heard. So, that being said, a lot of the books at Barnes & Noble combined two of my worst favorite book designs, cartoony and simplistic, because I saw some where I was like, wow, what an interesting title. I also don't want to read your book because it's just not my thing. Just not my thing. I guess that's my book ick. Whatever. The next book I have to read is by Jessica Goodman, who I read They Wish They Were Us. It's called The Counselors. Very excited. Someone said the plot twist made them sick to their stomach, so you know what? I knew I had to get this book. I knew I needed this book when I heard about that. I love plot twists. I love it. I love reading and like, you know, like being like, oh, it could be this person, it could be that person, like what? Like, you know, like murder mysteries, thrillers, anything. I love it. So very excited, and it's like a summer like murder mystery kind of thing, and of course we're in summer now, so come on. So super excited about that. Last but not least, we have a book called The Obsession by Jessie Q. Sutanto. I'm so sorry if I'm not pronouncing these correctly. And you know, the cover, I was like, okay, interesting, these little stick people. I read closer. Boy meets girl, boy stalks girl, girl gets revenge. You know, I love a good revenge story. I thought of writing them myself, and I do have one in the works. And I was just like, that's awesome. Like, I want to read about that. Like, I want to know what she does, because the premise is, I mean, the little, not synopsis, I can't remember what these are called. It's short, but like it's kind of good. Like it's just short enough to like leave you wondering like, okay, but how is she gonna get back at him? Like, how does she know? Delilah, the main character, the girl, doesn't know who Logan, the stalker, is. And it's like Logan believes like no one knows Delilah like he does, and like he's the only one for her. And then it says Delilah is keeping deadly secrets. So I'm like, Delilah? Hey there! That was the stupidest fucking joke I've ever made. So the last line was pretty cool. It was, Delilah is done with men in her life controlling her. If Logan won't let her go, she'll make him. I am just super excited to see what kind of dark secrets that Delilah is holding, deadly actually, and just like why Logan is so obsessed with her, and like what happens to make Delilah go, okay, you're done. I'm beating your ass. Like, I can't wait. I'm so excited. But yeah, I mean, the books that I showed you from last year, I mean, like I said, they're a year old. Have not gone around to reading them. Now that I think about it, I do want to add one more book to this TBR list. I think I have Jessica Goodman's They'll Never Catch Us, which I think is downstairs in my basement where I store my books. Don't hate me for that. My parents don't like books and stuff laying around the house, but fair. Sorry, I keep switching up my background. Everyone is back in my house and don't know that I have a secret book account on YouTube. It's kind of hard. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye. I just did Simply Nailogical's outro. Let me redo that. Thank you for watching. See ya.